you have to do your best to not think about it. I think having a short memory is, I mean, it's a pretty cliche answer, but having a short memory in this game is extremely important. And I think just going out there and just competing one pitch at a time, not really trying to, win a game with one swing, but just going out there, just trying to string together quality at bats as a team, and as an individual is something that'll help the team win. And I think that mindset throughout the whole year doesn't have to change going into a certain game just because if you lose, we're done. I think that you just got to go out there and compete to your best of your ability.
One row up, Colton.
Hey, Colton. To go back to the pressure, different kind of pressure you were talking about, does it just feel like once you scratch one run across, some of this tension will ease and you guys can play the way you want to play, loose and fun, like some guys have been talking about in the clubhouse?
Yeah, I don't even necessarily think just to scratch one. Yeah, we didn't score yesterday, but I think that as the game went on, it felt like our bats got a lot better, and I think going into today's game, we were just missing one big hit yesterday. That's all it was, and I think that we know that, and the team knows that, and I think today we're just going to go out there and try to have as much fun as we can, and those things will take care of themselves.
The last row on the left, Jeff.
Colton, depending on who you ask, Seth Lugo has anywhere between 9 and 12 pitches that he throws.
Yeah.
How do you approach someone who has the amount of variety that he does?
Yeah, like I said, I think that it's just really being extremely disciplined to your zone, and not expanding too much, and just letting him come to you. I think that's a big deal. Not try to go out and get him. Just stay relaxed and confident in the zone, and just be on time.
The first row on your right, Colton.
Colton, with the offensive struggles, not just yesterday, but really the last 3 months, where does the confidence come from that this lineup can put together a complete performance? What is it rooted in?
Yeah, I think it's rooted in just the game of baseball. Baseball is one of those funny games where you can kind of go through little slumps here and there, and they can be for an extended period of time, or they can be for 1 or 2 games. The thing about postseason baseball is if you have 2 of those games in a row, you're done. But I think the confidence just stems in from the fact that we've been able to bounce back before. And, I think as a team, we have a pretty healthy mindset as a lineup. And I think today's plan is just go out there and compete, take it one AB at a time, and try to string together as many good ones as we can.
Colton, you said earlier that even though yesterday didn't go the way that you guys would have liked, that you're still sort of grateful to be here, be in this position. Is that something that you learned this year, to sort of have gratitude after last year didn't go the way that you wanted, and this year has, to just sort of approach the game with that mindset?
Yeah, I mean, speaking from an individual standpoint, I think just the way last year went as a whole, didn't go as well as I wanted it to. And I think the offseason I had a lot of time to reflect upon that. And even going into the spring this year, and, I wasn't guaranteed anything. I was grateful just to be the 4th outfielder on the team, and being able to kind of earn this role that I'm in now. It's something that I'm not going to take for granted. The game of baseball is extremely hard, and I think that it kind of gives me a healthier mindset going into to situations like this today. It's do or die, and that's why we play baseball. Go out there and compete, have fun, and not take anything for granted.
The second row on your right, Colton.
Colton, you've said a few times talking about quality at bats. Can you kind of just pull back and tell us what that means for an Orioles hitter to have quality at bats and string those together?
Yeah, it can mean numerous of things. I think the biggest one is just kind of getting the job done. Whether that's moving a guy over, that's sack fly, that's long at bat, getting the pitch count up, 0-2, and then seeing like 4 or 5 pitches after that. That's a quality at bat in my eyes. A barrel, base hit, RBI, things like that. Not necessarily home runs are great, but I think that as a team we string together 5, 6 at bats in a row like that. That wears on a pitcher, and I think that's kind of how we view it.
First row on your left, Colton, Andy.
Colton, you mentioned the gratitude to even be in this position. When you consider just like a retrospective of where you were in spring training and now 25 home runs in your first full major league, season. I mean, did this kind of go as well as you could have imagined, back in February?
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me in February that this is what the outcome that I would have had as a team and as an individual, then yeah, I would have been pretty excited. Now I think that sometimes mindset and things like that get skewed just because you go through those struggles throughout the year, and I'm not going to say I was the most consistent guy, but there was definitely some low points where I would get frustrated, but I think that that's a healthy reminder when you think about where I was at in February. Just to be where I am now I'm extremely grateful and blessed.